Ephraim, let's start here with the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, they lost. I think the Eagles just scored again. That's Joe Barry, who, if you know any history of me in Detroit, I got into it, right? You know I got into it with Rod Marinelli over Joe Barry, who's his son-in-law, right? And at one point when he was in Detroit, he was the D coordinator when the Lions went 0-16. So I don't even know how he got the Packers job because that's on his resume. But anyway, let's talk about the quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, we know, has a fractured thumb, and then he got some beat-up ribs yesterday in that game.
Yeah.
So now the question is, if he's healthy, Aaron Rodgers says, I'm not done. I want to play if I can suit up, which is understandable.
Of
Guys
course.
don't – you know this, Ephraim. You played in the league. You don't just bow out. If you can't play and you're hurt, then you don't play.
Right.
But if you can suit up and give your team a chance – I expected Aaron Rodgers to say that. I would have been shocked if you'd have said, yeah, I'm done for the season. See you later.
Right. So the way I'm looking at this, and I talked about this yesterday, the Packers are now 4-8.
They're not done officially, but they were almost.
The Packers are done.
Okay. I'm just saying officially they're not eliminated.
Officially, unofficial, whatever they are done, we know we have to stomach watching them every week.
Yes.
You're
right about that.
Okay?
It is bad.
They're done. They've been done for 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, in my opinion. I'll say this. If the I'm not even talking about Aaron Rodgers. I don't, at this point, as a Green Bay Packer, somebody in the front office, the GM, whoever, I don't care what Aaron Rodgers wants to do. But what we need to do as an organization, as a franchise, is we need to figure out who Jordan Love is.
They already know who Jordan Love is.
Listen to what I'm saying.
No,
hold on, wait
you.
1 second.
They already know who he is.
Listen. Hold up. What we need to do, all right, is Aaron Rodgers is locked in. Okay? He's locked in. He just re-upped for a bunch of money. We got nothing going on this year. Even if we just played lights out, eventually we're going to win one of the last games. At least one. If you lose one, it's over. So what we need to do is increase the value, if possible, of Jordan Love. That's what we need to do. When he came in after Aaron Rodgers got hurt, if that guy shows up every week and plays like that, he's going to increase his value, which no matter what Green Bay wants to do moving forward, they're going to be able to cash in on that value. That's what I'm saying. That's what they need.
Okay,
otherwise,
so let me tell you this.
It's just a bump on the log.
I think you can't do that until you're officially, even despite your take on it, until you're officially eliminated from the postseason. When you're officially eliminated from the postseason, then I will buy that idea of trying. But also remember, the same way you could increase his value, he could decrease it by playing a lot. Right, true or false?
Would you answer both questions?
Right?
You make it easy to move off of. You make it real easy.
Okay.
You get it accomplished.
No, but you can't pedal him to somebody who's not sure, who hadn't seen him enough.
But right now you can't pedal him to anybody.
Well, they just saw a little bit. I'm just saying.
You can't pedal Jordan Love to anybody right now. No one's buying.
With all the bad quarterbacks in this league.
No one's buying.
All the bad quarterbacks.
No one is buying, especially the market is going to be ripe and hot for Jimmy Garoppolo. That's going to be the free agent quarterback that everybody.
Okay, but there are other people who need quarterbacks.
But I understand that. What I'm saying now is it's lose-lose right now. If you don't play him, he's just a bump on the log. There's no value there. If you do play him and he plays well, now you've switched the narrative.
Okay,
You've
if he plays poorly,
value.
then what?
He's already played poorly.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You've already seen that part of him.
Okay, but here's the thing. I think, if he was that guy, I think there was a time where they could have made a move on Aaron Rodgers at the draft. You remember when Denver wanted him and all that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But they didn't believe in him. They didn't.
No, they didn't.
Right? Because they could have got a haul for Aaron Rodgers, and they could have had their quarterback for the next 10 or 12 years.
Yes.
That was the time.
Well, that's what happens when you don't have a real owner. But
right?
Go
No,
ahead.
I agreed. I think the Packers are hurt. When you think about the two quarterbacks they've had the last 30 years and, 2 Super Bowls, a lot of it has to do that they don't have anybody who really runs the ship.
Mm-hmm.
At one time, Ephraim, I don't remember what year it was, but not that long ago, every player on their 53-man roster except for one was drafted by the Packers. Nobody does business like that.
Right. It's
Right?
almost impossible to do.
Almost 52 out of the 53 players
It's
were
crazy.
drafted by the Packers.
It's impossible to build a team
Okay,
like that.
during Aaron Rodgers' entire run, they never drafted a skilled position player in the first round.
Yeah.
Never. Not once, which is another thing. But anyway, Ephraim, we're talking about Aaron Rodgers. Ephraim says they should just shut it down and go to Jordan Love. They need more love in the world, more love in Green Bay. And I'm not buying it. Not yet. Not until they're officially eliminated.
And the way, well, I mean, would you expect them to all of a sudden change the way they play, and all of a sudden
No.
Aaron Rodgers can throw the ball down the field?
He's got a broken thumb. I get
and
it.
now ribs, right? So it's not getting better. All right, so let's hear what the people got to say. We got Marvin in Virginia, Richmond. What do you think? You on the Odd Couple? What you got?
Hello, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
No doubt.
Hey, I have to agree with Ephraim. The Green Bay Packers do need to develop some value in Jordan Love. However, I still think if Aaron Rodgers can suit up, he needs to suit up and play. Now, when they become mathematically eliminated, I would suggest that Aaron Rodgers benches himself in favor so Jordan Love can come in and get developed and it will show leadership
I don't
on
doubt
Aaron
that.
Rodgers.
I don't doubt that, Marvin, that once they're eliminated, that will happen. I really don't. I don't believe he's going to play meaningless games. I don't, because of his thumb. It would be one thing.
I think what will happen, though, the narrative would change about how people think of Aaron Rodgers and some of the hubris that he's shown in the past.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry.
Should happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. People aren't going to like everything you do, and they always have a narrative. It doesn't matter.
Well, they don't like him anyway.
No, I know. That's
leader,
what I said.
so.
He's just he's not a guy that people like, and that's fine. He's just a great football player.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he was a great football player. We got.
I don't even know what that means.
We got
what does
Greg
that mean?
in Wisconsin. You on the Odd Couple? What you got?
Greg, are you there? All right, I think. Craig.
Craig.
Oh, we lost him. All right.
Craig was like, I'm cool. I hate Aaron Rodgers. I'm out.
877-99 on Fox. Still a chance to jump in. What was the other thing I wanted to ask you about the Packers and
Look,
last night, should a D coordinator? I mean, obviously you're not going to fire him now, but there's no way he's going to be able to hold that job after the defense.
Well, no, at the right. Look, you want to make a change. What you want to do is you want to make a change in the middle of your 5-6 game losing streak. They've lost 7 out of the last 8 games. Okay, when we talking about they still have a chance, they've literally, listen to that. They've lost 7 out of the last 8 games. That's ridiculous. Do you agree? And Eric in Minnesota, do you agree with that?
Eric,
hey there, how's it going, guys?
doing good. What's up, buddy? What you got?
So, being a Vikings fan, I have 2 thoughts on this: what they should do and what I want them to do. I want them to keep playing him as long as possible and hope they can hide Jordan Love and not know what he's going to have. And then by the time they draft, they don't know whether they need to draft somebody new or go with him. What they should do is shut him down because, I mean, there's no net gain with it. They're not going to make it to the playoffs, and if they do, they don't have the equipment on the offensive line.
Yeah, but Eric, one thing you can't tell a guy who's healthy that he can't play.
He's not
a
healthy.
guy. No, but I'm just saying he's been playing with the thumb. I'm saying with the ribs. If he's healthy, Eric, is no way he's going to bow out. You don't make it to the NFL and you don't do the things that you've done to just bow out the first opportunity. Do you understand what I'm saying? I would be shocked if a guy says, "Oh yeah, I don't want to play." That's not. You know that you're a football player.
I get what you're saying.
Go ahead, Eric. Go
I
ahead.
get what you're saying. I totally agree with what you're saying. It's just Rodgers. I mean, he's not healthy. He hasn't been healthy, and he didn't care. He keeps playing. He's not a team player, so even if he's not healthy, he'll want to get in there regardless. But whether he should or not is a different thing. That's where the management has to think long term and say, sorry, we got to sit you down. And if they want to trade you for anything, now's the time to do it. I'm not right now.
Well, they can't trade him. I'm not with the contract. They owe him like $50 million. They'll be hurt for a long time. So I think he'll be back next year.
Well, that's
not
exactly right. The problem is you won't have any viable value in Jordan Love. That's why I was suggesting you play him. You play him now for the rest of the season. Let Aaron Rodgers get all the way healthy. Let him have surgery on the thumb, which he was putting off. Let him get his ribs together. Take this season off his plate because it's a disaster. Does he have any 300-yard passing games this year? Right. These are the things that as an organization you have to start looking. Yeah, if he wants to come out and play, of course he'll play. He's been playing injured, so you have to take the onus away from him. It's not so much about what Aaron Rodgers wants to do. It's about what Green Bay needs to do.
Yeah,
Green Bay can make the decision whether to play him or not.
That sounds good, but Ephraim.
I do know. I've been there.
No, but things don't work like that. Not with star players.
Man,
Stop it,
look
man.
here,
That's
brother,
not not how it works.
Okay.
What you're saying is all logical. I've seen players play that last year. We saw Anthony Davis, who could barely move, go out. Did we not see him go out there, Ephraim, for 5 minutes in the playoffs?
You mean 2 years ago? Not last
year. 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Did he not go out there?
Oh,
and for 5 minutes. Now,
yeah.
they said the doctors cleared him, and he was all right to play.
Yes.
He could barely move.
You know what the key
why did he go out
you know
there?
What the key
Why
word
did he
in
go
that,
out there?
Do you know what the key word in that sentence
What was that?
Playoffs. That was the key word.
No, but he couldn't play.
No. They were in the playoffs.
No, he couldn't play, though.
We're talking about they just lost 7 of 8.
No, but you're missing
I'm not missing the point.
Yes, you are.
How?
Because he couldn't even walk. How could they have him out there even in a playoff situation?
He was in the playoffs.
No, he couldn't walk. And you know what happened?
Green Bay's not going to make the playoffs.
Are they officially eliminated? Yes or no?
Yes.
Has a team ever won 7 games in a row?
This team, no.
Has a team ever won 7 games in a row?
Not this team.
No, has a team ever won 7 games in a row?
Not this team.
Has a team ever answer my question?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
You know what? The New England Patriots. What was that?
Yes or no?
The new.
All right. You're not interested in.
What was the 16-0? What was the 16-0 New England Patriots?
You won't even answer my question.
Yeah, they won 7 in a row. They won 16 in a row.
That's why I'm asking you a simple question.
Man. I answered it.
No, you didn't. They hop. You know what?
Just want to be combative today.
You know why Anthony Davis went out there? Because Charles Barkley called him street clothes.
He is street clothes.
And he wanted to go out and show everybody, I'm not street clothes. Rob G could he even walk. Remember that? He was out there for 5 minutes, and everybody was like, "What are you doing out there?"
You're talking about completely two separate
How
things.
Did he probably got injured putting his shorts on. That's how bad he was.
One team is in the playoffs, and one team is 4-8.
Dude,
one team was in the playoffs, and one team is 4-8.
Was that the game? Rob
what is
G,
Aaron Rodgers?
Swept.
What does Aaron Rodgers have to play?
He came out there or something. They were like down in that playoff series.
We need to go to trending.